I am so excited. And now you may ask, why is that? It's because I'm hosting a very special event at the Greek island Rhodes in the Mediterranean. And it's in September. And it's going to have a focus on Pitfire, but we're going to do so much more than that. And why is this event so special? Well, first of all, I have this online course in Pitfire, and I think it's a really good course. And hundreds of students have already taken it and given it top ratings. It is a great course. But there is something special about a physical event where I can hold your hand. I can help you more practical, find out solutions for your problems, and I can show you exactly how to make the pots, how to fire the pots, how to clean them, how to finish them in a much more direct way than I can, of course, online. But not only that, I have had events like this. I have had workshops here in Denmark, but the problem is that I can't really find good facilities to do it repeatedly. I can't have it here in my own garden. It's too limited space, and there's not that many places I can host it. And I have got requests from other places around the world, but either they have been too far away, like Australia, and I'm not going to go there, or the places that they want to have the event didn't have the facilities. So this time I got contacted by another ceramic artist, Gudrun. She's half Dutch and half Greek, and she's been living in Rhodes for many years. And she has this wonderful place down there, a dream house. It's a beautiful place in the northern part of the island. And just look at these images. It's really, really lovely. Nice rooms and kitchen, and there's even a swimming pool in the big garden. We can sit outside and wheel throw. And she have all the facilities. She have 11 wheels, she have all the materials, she have the kilns and everything, and she also knows pottery. She invited me to teach especially about Pitfire, but we're going to include so much more than that. Because we're going to look at all different aspects of low-fired pottery. So basically, pottery you either do in the Pitfire or you do in a raku kiln. And in the raku kiln, of course, you can fire with raku glazes, but we're not just going to do that. We're also going to utilize other methods of heating up pots in the raku kiln and then either put them into this flour water mix, obvara it's called, and it can create some really, really interesting patterns. But we're also going to add different materials that we also use in Pitfire, but instead fired in the raku kiln. There's some advantages to this. First of all, of course, it's a lot faster, but also you don't have to deal with the smoke from the Pitfire. And when you're working with materials such as cobalt, you can control the heat much better and get those wonderful blue colors out of it that is very difficult to get in a Pitfire. Anyway, it's a 10-day event, so we have good time to go through everything. So we're going to start out with throwing or hand building the pots that we're going to work with. And then we're going to dry them, we're going to trim them, and then we're going to add terra sigillata. But we're not just going to add terra sigillata. I'm actually going to show you how you can make your own. It's very easy, and I'm going to show it to you so you can go home and make your own terra sigillata. And we can even color some of them to have different effects. I'm going to apply that, and then we're going to do bisque fire. And we're not just going to do bisque fire in electric kiln. We're also going to try out to do bisque fire in a raku kiln. And that is a super cheap way to do bisque fire in case you don't have access to an expensive electric kiln. And after that, we're going to move on with the different coloring effects of low fire. So we're going to do the Pitfire, of course. We're going to build fires in an oil drum. And we're going to even make the oil drum. So I'm going to show you how you can make that when you get back home for almost nothing. Then we're going to do the various kinds of low-fire pottery in the raku kiln. It's going to be a wonderful week, and I'm looking so much forward to this event. And I really hope that you can join us. If you can't make it this September, we are planning to do a similar event next year, but we haven't set the date yet. But you can write to us. You can write to Gudrun on the website. I'm going to put a link down here. And let us know whether you want to participate this year or maybe next year. In any case, I'm excited and I'm looking so much forward to this. And I hope to see you down there. It will be a wonderful crowd of international people passionate about pottery. We are expecting people from all over the world. So if you're up for that, I hope to see you. And until then, have a great day.